Okay, here we go.
Welcome to the Planet Mikey podcast. It used to be Mikey, Bill, and Ben, but things just went awry. Ben quit and we said goodbye. Now the podcast continues, that's all I have to say. Turns out we didn't need Ben anyway. It's new, it's improved, it's the Planet Mikey podcast.
Yes, it is. And we want to thank Paul Anka for stepping up on our intro.
No, that was Vinny.
Vinny, yeah. Vinny Testosterone?
No, Vince Papaloupoulou.
Oh, that's right. The Greek guy.
Vincent Papaloupoulou, yeah.
He's from Greece.
He's a great man.
That's a little musical. Paul Anka wrote it, though.
Yeah.
Which is unbelievable. And then he gave it to Vince to do as, we go big time here. We go right to Vegas and find the guys who aren't working that hard, and we get them to do some great shit
Have you ever seen that picture of Vince?
Yeah.
Here he is.
Yeah, it is.
That's him right there. It's Vince Papaloupoulou.
Good-looking man. Look at the shoes.
He's so handsome.
Look at the shoes on that man.
I know.
He's got a big wardrobe allowance, and that's what's important in life. Yep. We're brought to you by the way, I promise that this podcast is going to be informative, enlightening, uplifting, educational, and funny as shit, because that's what we do here on the Planet Mikey podcast every single week. And by the way, it's important that you subscribe to this podcast on YouTube, because otherwise none of us get paid, including Vince.
I know, poor Vince.
It's very important.
Yeah.
Please go to YouTube, subscribe, Planet Mikey Podcast, and I promise I will subscribe to your podcast when you ask me to. I promise.
Vince has said to me, they used to pay me to be good. Now I'm good for nothing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's exactly right, too. Pro Automotive, I got to tell you, I had a great experience with Pro Automotive. That's a picture of their new facility, which features unbelievably 16 repair bays. It was a former car dealership, a Toyota dealership in Dudley, Massachusetts, at a 191 West Main Street. And I was down there. I brought my wife's Lincoln SUV down there because I was hearing some noise between 40 and 50 miles an hour, kind of a underneath it. So I brought it in there, and they took care of business, and they also filled it up with all kinds of fluids. See, the thing about Pro Automotive is they're honest and fair with every repair. And they're now in a new location, and congratulations to Jason and Morgan and all the fine people that work there. Give them a call or go to proautomotivema.com if you have anything wrong with any of your vehicles, and I'm guaranteeing you this. They will take care of you in the most square business, straight ahead, fair possible manner, because they're great people down there. Paul Anka did not write this jingle. I did. No, Smitty did.
If you got trouble with your car, truck, or SUV,
That's Vince again right there.
Sure.
the new Pro Automotive is who to see.
Yeah.
A brand new shop with a new location, new address, same great reputation. Pro Automotive will treat you like a star.
Like a star.
We get to know you, we get to work on your car.
See that? We're big time now. Did you notice that, Smitty, that you've gone big time on us on the production values?
Yeah.
And Pro Automotive has gone big time in their facility. They basically consolidated all three of their repair shops into one big place. So all the mechanics are right there. Everything's right there.
Say, aren't they going to be advertising on the Pike?
I don't know.
Yeah, was there that
That's going to be up to somebody else.
Is that 100 point something? What is it?
Yeah, I don't. Well,
That place where you used to be number one.
Yeah,
in the
you-
afternoon,
right.
Then they mercilessly kicked you out the door.
well, they found this purple-haired woman they wanted to hire in my spot, and that's okay.
But you were
'Cause
number one. I would think that they were the sales
number one
team
in
would-
men. I don't know that I had as much women appeal as I
see.
used to.
Yeah, that'll do it.
That's for sure.
Okay.
So we're also sponsored by a product that I had this morning for breakfast. It's my grandma's coffee cake, the blueberry variety, which is absolutely scrumptious. And by the way, Billy sent me 2 cakes at Christmas time. I put one in the freezer because you can freeze these things and they come out just like they were before you froze them, exactly fresh.
Is that the one you had for breakfast?
Yes,
Yeah.
blueberry, and I had a cup of coffee. I had a cup of coffee with it. So and then I looked in the mirror and I said to myself, honey, that's a great cup of coffee. And it's the best product of its kind. 1-800-8-GRANDMA. And all the people out there listening go, get to the funny part of the podcast now that you've mentioned all your sponsors. And by the way, did you watch all the football games, Smitty?
You know, I watched one.
Which one? The Pats?
Yeah, that's it.
That's it?
I couldn't miss that game.
You didn't see the end of the Bills game?
No, well, I saw clips of it, but I didn't watch the actual game.
Snapple.
Yeah.
It used to be made from the best stuff on earth. The the Bills game, the Bills got ripped off. At the end, there was an interception where there was pass interference, and they should have won the game. The refs basically took the game away from them and got Sean McDermott fired. So Bills fans are bummed out. You know what they're talking about now?
No.
Bills fans and nationwide football pundits, they're saying, I think Bill Belichick might be the next coach of the Bills.
Wouldn't that be something?
He's at the Bills, Bill B, Bills. I mean, this is a natural. And here's a guy who can get them to the promised land. You know, they've been to 4 Super Bowls and they lost all 4 of them. Belichick would never let that happen.
Well, I heard that their quarterback on the Bills is pretty good.
Oh, Josh Allen, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
He's I think that's going to happen, and you heard it here first or second. Yeah,
First, I think it was first.
Well, I heard it and I brought it in, so it has to be second. By the way, the podcast that you're listening to is available on Spotify. It's on iHeart, it's on Apple Podcasts, and it's on YouTube. And you can email us at planetmikeypodcast@gmail.com. And by mistake, I gave a guy my my email address, and I typed it in planetmikeypodcast@gstring.com.
Oh, yeah.
And I got no response.
No, that won't do you.
I got nothing from that. So here's my betting slip from Sunday, and I was 8 for 8. I had New England, and I had teased all the scores. New England +3. I had Chicago +10. I had Chicago under 54. I had New England +3.5 in a second bet, and I had New England under 46. They just made that. Then I had New England to win, the Rams to win in a 14 parlay, and Chicago +10. Look at this. This is the proof positive. Look right here. Look at that.
Why don't we zoom in on
8 for 8. No, you don't. You don't have to zoom in on this. It's got my.
Like a personal phone number.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So I won big money, and I'm very happy to tell you all that because largely gamblers are 50-50 at best. 8 for 8. I don't like to gloat, but I also have. You know what I have today? I got some fun shit coming up here.
Hey, wait a minute. Can I interrupt?
Yeah, of course. It's it's the Mike and Smitty show.
Have you seen? No, it's the Mikey show. But I have an interruption.
No, it is.
Have you seen the ads for Trivago?
I hate those ads.
This guy with the teeth.
With the fucking teeth. Look at him. What does he whitewash those things with Huck Finn and Tom Sawyer? Look at that.
Do you think they're fake or because they're just
absolutely
that's
fake.
the most teeth I've ever seen on a human being.
And I can still picture him with like rotten, sawed-off teeth, all brown and covered with tartar. Oh. But no, he's got these big white things that come out at you like Jaws. It's like, what's going on with him?
I know.
And he talks funny, and I think he's probably, all due respect for his teeth, an asshole. You know?
Let's have one more look at this guy.
I mean, Trivago might be a great company, but this guy, look at him. You can just tell by looking at him. He's a phony, fake, smiling asshole.
Oh, man.
You didn't call Trivago. I didn't have my teeth done either by a car repair service, you dink.
He should have taken him to Pro Automotive. They would have fixed him right up.
Oh, yeah. So today we're going to have a little special feature. We're going to talk about 6 o'clock network TV anchors coming up in a couple of moments.
You mean a mic drop?
Yeah, well, not yet though, because I got to cover some things first. And I'm going to do this with Smitty because Smitty's very smart and he's very plugged in.
It's rather presumptuous.
I'm going to put up my glasses for a second here. My glasses.
You look good.
I'm going to name a somebody. You have to tell me who they are that died in 2025. Ready?
Yeah.
famous, sexy movie starlet.
Bridget Bardot.
Yeah, dead.
Yep.
I banged her too, by the way,
She
back when
was-
she was still hot.
She was very cute.
Wrestler. Big time wrestler.
Okay. Hulk Hogan.
Yes.
Yep.
Actress, very respected actress in many, many parts.
Meryl Streep.
Godfather in The Godfather. Meryl Streep's alive.
I know. I just said that. I don't know.
Godfather. Think of Godfather.
Oh, I know who you mean.
You can't name her though because she has a very plain name.
Diane Keaton.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Actor, many movie roles. Very, very great actor. Dead. Found dead. In his,
Gene Hackman.
Yeah,
oh,
dead.
That guy, he was great.
okay.
You know that thing about Gene Hackman? It's true of very few artists, but and Robert Duvall is the same way. You see them, whatever role they're playing, they become that character.
Yeah, and Robert Duvall's great.
Yep.
2 rock stars.
Oh. Okay.
Dead. 2025. Ready?
2 rock stars. Go ahead.
Ozzy,
Oh yeah. How could I forget?
Bob Weir, Grateful Dead.
Oh,
and he's not grateful for
Oh,
being
Bob
dead.
was just such a great guy.
Yeah, and he's not, and he's dead now. So he's actually dead in company. And I met him and the entire band in Springfield at the Symphony Hall concert they did in Springfield. And Bob Weir is a really nice guy.
Yeah, extremely nice.
And so was Jerry Garcia. I was like, oh, these guys are great.
Yeah.
You know. And then I said, Jerry, where's your finger? What happened to your finger? Politician, big time politician, dead. Conservative right wing, former vice president.
Jesus, I don't know.
Dick Cheney, man.
Oh, Dick, yeah. Shot a guy in the face.
You just didn't want to say the word dick on the podcast.
Thanks, Mike.
Now, how about blues guitarist, Blues Brothers?
Oh, I know the guy.
You know who he is because your musician knowledge is big.
How can I forget him? Blanking on his name. I know
He wrote "Sitting on the Dock of the Bay."
And he was with the Booker T and the MGs.
Yes, and he wrote right.
I'm
He
blank-
wrote "In the Midnight Hour."
Midnight Hour. Yes.
Blues Brothers.
Geez, I'm blanking on his name.
Steve Cropper.
Steve. God, thanks. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Sorry, Steve.
Dead actor got his throat cut. Come on, it was like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, you mean Rob Reiner?
Well, yeah.
Well, no, he was
These are all people who died in 2025.
Well, you said actor. If you said
He's an actor.
director, I would.
No, but he was in Three's Company. He acted like a meathead.
No, that was All in the Family.
Yeah, what did I say?
Three's Company.
Yeah, no, it was All in the Family.
You're gonna have to leave here, Mike.
Yeah, it would have been Forrest Company if he were there. All right. Right wing politician, very popular guy. Well, you know the big death in the political world was the assassination of Charlie Kirk.
Oh, of course.
Come on, man!
I didn't know where you were going with that one.
Wake up and smell the coffee, Smitty.
Ah, Jesus.
Actor, maybe one of the most famous actors in the world.
This guy.
Dead. You didn't call Travago. No, he was in The Natural. He was in Jeremiah Johnson. He was in Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. You're not good at this.
James Earl Jones. Wasn't he in all 3 of those?
Robert Redford, man.
Oh, Jesus.
All right.
I do. I suck at this.
Well, you do.
But earlier,
but you're getting better at it as we go on, as I give you the answers.
Yeah, but at the start of the segment, you said, Bill Smith, he's smart.
Okay, this lady's dead. The chimp lady.
The chimp lady?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. What's her name? They lived with the monkeys out in the jungle.
Yes,
Yeah.
Jane Goodall. Jane Goodall.
Jane Goodall.
And she didn't just live with the monkeys. She spanked her monkeys. Guitarist, rock star guitarist died in 2025 with the band Kiss.
Oh, yes. I just saw that the other
Not yes, Kiss.
Mike, you're just a foot away. I can come over there and slap you. I could do that right now. I think that would look good on the podcast.
I would win this contest if it were a contest.
Jeez.
All right, it's Ace Frehley. Now, one more.
Yes?
She was the mom on Lassie.
June Lockhart.
I banged her too.
Oh, God.
And don't make that face. She was great.
What face?
It's the African Queen.
Oh, man. He's in trouble.
He's done some dumb shit, and he's going to get arrested. You know, he's a stupid jerk anyway. He's so self-important. But he's not one of the anchors I was talking about because he's no longer an anchor. Don Lemon. Don Lemon. So those are the people that died. It's not all of them. It's just some of them. But those are some of the more prominent people we lost, as they say on the TV, because these are some of the people we lost in 2025. And they show like a video montage of all these people who are no longer with us. And that's kind of like, with many of them, the last you'll ever think about them. But I think about June Lockhart every night. She used to call me Timmy. Okay, so now I think we should do. See, here's the thing: we have this feature called Mic Drop.
Yeah.
And Mic Drop is because my name's Mike.
Yeah.
And the whole term Mic Drop, you know what that is.
Yeah.
And because I'm a qualified,
not a dick,
commentator on the state of media. Yeah. And I say that with all seriousness because of my illustrious yet disappointing career where I was not only a sports anchor on television, an Emmy Award-winning sports anchor, but probably the handsomest guy ever to anchor any sportscast.
I mean, look at you, for Christ's sake.
I know it. And that illustrious radio career with all the 18 radio stations I worked at, I am now a media critic, and I'm going to, because there's an absolute dearth of media critics in Boston now, I'm probably the best media critic because I can't think of any others.
No one is more qualified, Mike.
Can you think of anybody else who's even a media critic?
Oh, no.
I mean, Chad, maybe?
Yeah, well, Chad.
But, you know, you don't want to pay a paywall to get the Globe. And you sure don't want that shit dumped on your front porch every Sunday.
You'd rather be good for nothing.
In any event, yes, have I been fired a lot of times? Sure. Have I been hired a lot more times? Yeah, and thus therein lies the continuance of a career that always disappointed my parents. 12 comebacks. I am the media critic for New England right now.
It's time for the Planet Mikey Mic Drop.
There it is, Mike.
That is a great intro, and it's not really long, though.
No. Feel like it'll be a little longer?
You can play it twice.
It's time for the Planet Mikey
Mic Drop.
Okay.
All right. Now, I've worked with some. Tonight we're covering 6 p.m. news anchors. And on a local level, I've worked with some great anchors, both in Hartford and Boston. Hartford, I've worked with Carrot Top, Pat Sheehan, Don Lark, Gail King, Oprah's best friend, Jerry Brooks, Denise DeCenzo, the late Denise DeCenzo, who was wonderful, Janet Peckinpah. These are all people I worked with in Hartford at Channel 3 WFSB TV. Yep. In Boston, I worked with Heather Kahn. I love her. Chet Curtis, Marjorie Reedy, R.D. Saul, Tom Ellis. I worked with Tom Ellis.
He was a great guy. He was the one that taught me how to say Logan International Airport.
Right. He had a great diction.
That's right.
And I'd still say, well, Mike, what's new in sports? You know, and he was just a big, booming, kind of a typical anchor guy, but very strong guy from Texas.
Nice
guy.
guy.
Good guy.
Yep.
Really liked him a lot.
He used to like a rollerblade.
Yes.
That's what he did.
I also worked at NECN with Mike Nikitas, and I said to him, the first time I met him, I'm Mike Nikitas. I said, are you Russian? And he said, yeah. And I said, what's your hurry? But he was a good guy, good anchor guy at NECN. And all the people I worked with, very fun. But so I'm not crapping on anchors per se as a thing. What I'm doing is I'm crapping on individual anchors that, hold on, let me blow my nose.
That was good, Mike.
Oh God, that was a whole bellied clam came out of there.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm okay. I'll be okay.
There's a difference between a snot rag
getting
and
camera ready now. Okay, go.
That's good, Mike.
All right. So now here's the thing. I did some research. Yeah, basically I Googled these fucking. Yeah. Nothing big. And I'm going to talk about each and every one of them and give them a grade. And I would like you to give them grade 2, Smitty.
Okay, so now it's time for...
It's time for the Planet Mikey Mic Drop.
Okay, take it away, Mike.
Start with Jake Tapper. Or, as a lot of people don't like him, call him Fake Crapper. He has a show called The Lead. And he's not in the lead in the ratings, but that's the name of his show. He's a Philly guy, Democrat. By the way, he met his wife in a hotel bar. He's only been married once, so good for him. His wife was a Planned Parenthood big shot, which indicates a little bit about where they're going to be coming from. By the way, too, also, no one knows this. Before he met his wife in a hotel bar, and there's nothing wrong with meeting your wife in a bar. I met my wife in a bar. There's nothing wrong with that. He dated Monica Lewinsky in 1997. Did you know that?
Oh, who knew that?
I found that out. And she could have been, I think, with him more than a platonic friend, but Jake forgot to bring the cigars. Now, Jake tries to hide his bias a little bit because, after all, he's a journalist. He is a fraud when it comes to his bias. He's a hardcore Democrat. There's no question about it. He did the Trump debate. He wrote the book defending the lack of attention that they gave Biden's failing senility, his acuity. The book was called Original Sin. Yeah. But the original sin was beyond that because he and others contributed to the fact that everybody was buffaloed by the fact that Biden was out of his mind with senile dementia. But they covered for him because, why? Because they hate Trump.
Well, of course they do.
Right.
Hey, I got a clip of Jake Tapper.
You do?
Yeah. Hold on. It's on my.
It's in your pocket?
Let me quiet this down here. No, it's on my iPad. Hold on.
Oh, okay. Yo, you're going to play a clip from Jake Tapper?
Yeah, let me see.
I bet you it's a good one, too, because Jake, Jake the Snake, I like to call him.
Hold on a second. I got to cue it up.
While Smitty cues that up, I'll blow some smoke.
Is this adult talk?
I just heard a tongue pop.
Hold on. Let's see if I can find this now.
Oh, you
And it's now time for things we can only talk about at the end of the show.
Oh, yeah, that whole clip is real long. The sound bite itself is...
We'll get right to it.
Is your home sick? Please turn the TV
Now,
off.
watch these people. Now,
These are Canadian broadcasts.
there's a morning talk show host.
Okay. So Super Tuesday yesterday in the United States, 16 states and one territory on the Republican Democratic side.
People are
It's
fat.
gonna be Biden and Trump.
I know, this
again.
guy
You
is,
don't like it? Too bad, because it's coming.
He's a windbag.
But in the lead up to it,
The guy on the
obviously,
right
a lot of
doesn't know
media
what's
coverage,
going
a ton
on.
of media coverage. Jake Tapper of CNN.
Here we go.
Had on Nikki Haley.
Why
One
does
of
he
the
have two
Republican
fatties on
nominees
there?
who,
Well, he's-
over the last
he's
couple
gotta set
hours,
this up
as we
and,
were
he needs
reporting,
a
has
balance.
officially stepped down from the race.
Look at him, douchebag.
But look, a lot of news anchors are working a ton of hours down in the U.S., and sometimes things happen. See if
Get
you can
to
pick
it,
up the
asshole.
mistake that Jake Tapper made, one of the best anchors
This is
out
a good
there
one, though.
yesterday.
I don't need them taking him off the ballot to do it. I think we're trying to share enough that this is chaos, that we want to get back to an America that's normal, and that we need a new generational leader. And that's the way we're going to continue pushing forward.
Right. The Colorado Supreme Court, of course, wasn't saying, however partisan people might have thought the decision was. Their explanation was not they didn't like Donald Trump. They said he participated in an erection. And I have to, an insurrection, sorry, an insurrection. And I have to say,
You
I got up
idiot.
at 5 this morning to do Casey Hunt's show, and I'm exhausted.
He participated in his own erection with Monica Lewinsky. Or so they say. All right, so here's what I'm going to give him. A D+. Now, why such a great grade? Because his performance is steady. As a broadcaster, he seems like he knows what he's talking about. He's relatively authoritative, but he's full of shit. So instead of giving him a C+, I give him a D+ because he's a lying sack of shit. How's that?
Mic drop.
Hey, there you go.
That's right.
What's with the face?
I was going to put your face on there, but I couldn't.
Well, yeah.
I'm not that proficient.
Well, come on. All right, second on my list. By the way, D+, what do you think? Jake Tapper.
Oh, yeah, easily.
Okay. David Muir. Now, here's a kind of a difficult one for me to describe. I don't watch him, and when I do, I get uncomfortable. Why? Because of the way he sits. Okay, here's David Muir on camera. He's got his hands folded like he's. I don't know what he's about to do, but
I think he used to work at Channel 5 or Channel 7.
He did.
Yeah.
He worked at Channel 5 between 2000 and 2003. But he is the most uncomfortable-looking anchor I've ever seen. It's like most anchors, they look for... This guy goes like this with his hands, and you'll notice it now when you watch it. David Muir, handsome man, with absolutely no documentation of his private life. I looked everywhere. I'm all over the internet. He's 52 years old. I guess the only mention I saw of a woman was 52. He's a friend with Kelly Ripa.
Wow.
And that's the only woman he's ever been seen with or photographed with. Now, of course, because of that, rumors abound about him being gay. They're rumors. I have no information, okay? I have no new information. He did have that weird wardrobe incident, Smitty, where he went out and covered a disaster, and he had like the life jacket looking thing, and they tailored one for him so that it fit snugly around. Remember?
With clothespins, I think.
With clothespins, so that on camera he looked all tight and fitting that. And then they saw the back of the guy. He had clothespins pulling it tight like this. That's a very, very douche move, ego driven. He did work at Channel 5, but as I say, anybody on ABC, you know they're going to be a Democrat, and you know they're going to be a liberal, or they wouldn't be hired. Now, is he gay? I don't know. I don't care. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But, maybe he should, if he wants to avoid people, trying to figure that out, maybe he should just go out and be seen with some women, some beards. If that's the case. And maybe he's not. Maybe he's in love with his dog, for all I know. I don't care. But David Muir, I give him a C+. Why? Because he's very, very professional in his delivery. He's covered a lot of big news stories and all that stuff. But I do not like watching him because he's uncomfortable. Is that good?
That was good. Yeah.
All right, now let's move on to the next dude who's going to get ripped. Ari Melber. You ever see him on MSNOW? By the way, MSNOW should add AY to the end of the MSNOW way. Is no way I'm ever going to watch that shit. But Ari Melber is Jewish, and nothing wrong with that either. Son of an Israeli immigrant. His grandparents were Holocaust survivors, but he went to high school in Seattle, Washington. Now, anybody who spends any time in Seattle, Washington knows what that can do to you. It can ruin you and make you into a liberal turd face. He moved to Washington, D.C. after college, where he went to the University of Michigan, and he moved to D.C. What did he do? He worked for a Democratic senator, Maria Cantwell. So we know he's a Democrat, of course, without even having to watch him. You know he is. He worked for Maria Cantwell. Then he joined Senator John Kerry's campaign, his presidential campaign. He worked the Iowa caucus and the California deputy political director he was. When Kerry lost, Melber went back to college at Cornell and graduated in 2009. He's a lawyer. He belongs to the New York bar, and he constantly he's like the law consultant on MSNOW way. His personal life, he dyes his hair periodically, so the gray comes out, and then you see it turn black again, and then he dyes it again, and it gets gray. So what he should do is keep it dark, or don't get as many haircuts. And he was married 4 years. He was divorced in 2017. Why was he divorced? For being annoying and playing too much hip hop. He always talks about hip hop references on a news program, and it doesn't fit. He brings in all these rappers and shit and sits down with them and talks music at the end of a thing where he just shit on Trump for 40 minutes. It's very weird, and I give him a D. Yeah, because I think he's kind of an asshole. Oh. Now, I don't know if you've watched CBS lately, have you? Oh, what do you give Ari Melber?
I'll give him the same.
See?
Yeah.
Si, senor.
C, D.
Tony Dokoupic. He's the new anchor on the new CBS. Now, this is the network that used to feature Walter Cronkite. CBS News, good night. Remember?
Yeah.
That's the way it is. And he was great. Whether I don't know how he was politically, because that was the whole idea. You never found out specifically how he was politically because he didn't let you. Mm-hmm. But Dokoupic has a lot in common with me. He was born in Connecticut. He's of Czech descent. Czechoslovakian. His mother worked as a teacher while his father, Anthony, was a marijuana dealer. I know so many marijuana dealers. I said, growing up, Dokoupic was told of his father's involvement in real estate, which was a front. And they're just, this is in Wikipedia. You know, they can't lie on that website.
Oh, no, it's on the internet.
His family relocated to Miami in 1981, and Dokoupic, his mother, and his stepfather relocated to Maryland shortly after his father's drug operation received greater attention from law enforcement.
Drug operation.
So, he was a big shot down there in Miami. The following April, this is a time. Dokoupic is the guy, by the way, who did the famous Bill Belichick with his girlfriend CBS Sunday morning interview that everybody claimed the girlfriend controlled the interview. And no, we're not answering that question. You remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Dokoupic was the guy doing the interview. And they were supposed to just talk about Belichick's, new book, The Art of Winning. And then they got into this other shit about how did they meet? How did you two guys meet? Because he's 73 and she's 24. And Hudson, Jordan Hudson, said, don't answer that question. That was the big thing with Dokoupic. That's like his big news story ever of his life so far. Then they put him in charge of CBS Evening News back like a couple of weeks ago, really. And by the way, I think he's pretty professional as a broadcaster. I don't know where he stands on any of these things, but I can tell you this. He's got Democrat blood in his system. His first wife, Danielle Haas, filed for divorce with him in 2015. She later relocated with the couple's children to Israel. After 2 years of dating, Dokoupic eloped with fellow broadcast journalist Katie Tur.
Katie Tur. She's pretty.
She's got a rack.
Yeah.
They eloped in October 2017. They have two children together. And after the birth of his fourth child, Dokoupic announced on CBS Mornings that he'd undergone a vasectomy. Snippity-doo-dah, snippity-yay. And he was urging other men to consider it to take off the burden of birth control on the female partner. So that's kind of weird. And then he converted to Judaism in 2008 while he was engaged to his first wife. He received a second circumcision as an adult. Now that is, to me,
no.
That's, it's one thing to have a vasectomy. It's another thing to have a second circumcision voluntarily. It's, it's like prelude to a bris. But, and I think that his doctor, he didn't pay him that well, but he got to keep all the tips. So that's the Tony Dokoupic guy. Now you know everything you could possibly want to know about all these anchors. And believe me, it's coming from a reliable source, someone who's qualified to harangue TV people.
No one is more qualified than you, Mike.
I got one more, though, and that's the one that it's coming. We have ignored Bret Baier from Fox News. Bret Baier is 55 years old, born in Jersey. Mm-hmm. He's of German-Irish descent, which brings me to that line from The Godfather when the movie mogul Waltz is talking to Tom Hagen. He says, I don't care how many giddy goombas come out of the wood. He goes, I'm German-Irish. And he goes, oh, well, my Kraut Mick friend. Remember that?
Yeah, I do.
So Bret Baier is a Kraut Mick, and he began his TV career in Hilton Head, South Carolina. He went to Raleigh in September 11th, 2001. You know that date, right?
Oh, yeah.
He drove from Georgia to Arlington, Virginia to cover the Pentagon attack. And he never went back to Atlanta where he was working because he was instead tapped as the network's Pentagon correspondent on Fox. Then he was the Fox News White House correspondent under the George W. Bush administration. He's done debates. He's interviewed the Prince of Saudi Arabia and multiple times with Donald Trump. In fact, he's played golf with Donald Trump, and he's been his guest at the Mar-a-Lago Report. You think Trump thinks he has a partner in Bret Baier? I think so. In any event, I think he's a pretty good anchor. He dyes his hair too, but that's nothing to knock him for. I think he does a pretty decent job, and he's about as unbiased as you'll find on Fox.
I heard him do Rapper's Delight. Have you seen that?
I know that song.
Bret Baier, Rapper's Delight.
Seriously?
He did the whole thing, note for note, word
for
word.
The whole thing?
The whole thing.
Did you ever go over your friend's house to eat and the food just ain't no good? The macaroni soggy, the peas are mushy, and the chicken tastes like wood. M-A-S-T-E-R, G with a double E. You see, I go by the unforgettable name of the man they call the Master G.
You know that song.
I was the first radio station to play it aside from Boston in New England back in Disco 95 in Springfield.
Disco 95.
Rapper's Delight. You could get up, go to the bathroom. That song was long,
Yeah,
man.
it's a good one, though.
It's fucking long, man. So I've done also, here's what I got for you. You know I love sports. I used to be a sportscaster.
Yes, Mike.
I think all 4 sports need a little help from somebody who has a little common sense.
Would that be you, Mike?
Yes, me.
Of course. Yeah.
So I have 4 solutions to all the problems in sports, and I'm just going to cover them quickly for you, Smitty. And I know you're a huge sports guy.
I am, yeah. You know me and my sports knowledge.
Oh, Snapple used to be the best stuff made on earth, but I like the music.
Thanks. This is the sports music.
I have this. All the 4 major sports in America have problems. Which sport should I start with?
I think you should start with baseball.
Baseball. Here's the problem with Major League Baseball. They need more Americans playing it. And again, I got no problem with anybody who's of Hispanic origin whatsoever. The Latino community, I love them all, and they're great baseball players. But I think if you want to get more people playing baseball in America, you should have as many as possible people who are from America. It stands to reason. That's one problem. And you know what? Very few black players now, and they were great. Some of the greatest players of all time. We're talking Fergie Jenkins. We're talking Bob Gibson, Willie Mays, Hank Aaron. Where are the black players? They're not as many of them playing the game, and it's lacking because they're great athletes and they were great baseball players in the history of the game. No question about it. From Jackie Robinson all the way to Barry Bonds, you had all these guys. But they're not playing baseball anymore. It's a difficult place to play, especially climate-wise and facilities. So those 2 things will fix baseball. More Americans, more black Americans playing baseball would be a great thing for the game. Okay?
I agree, Mike. That was good.
Also, what's the next sport?
There'll be football.
Football.
Yeah, football.
Fewer flags. There's too many goddamn flags. The referees, they want to be on TV. They think they're so important that now you can't watch a pass play that's contested and not say, oh, there's going to be a flag, even though you don't see anything that's an offense, because they throw those flags all the time. The NFL should stand for National Flag League. It sucks. Too many flags. You know what? You know what else there's too much of in football?
What's that?
Celebrations.
Oh, yes.
It's like if you score a touchdown, yeah, I get it. Okay, they jump up and down, they're happy and all that shit. These players celebrate each thing they do. Oh, I made a tackle. They pose. Or they do something. They mug for the camera. Or they point, every single play. It's a team sport. Don't celebrate your individual accomplishments unless they lead to a touchdown. And then, Jesus, God, just enough with the celebrations. It's not you doing a YouTube video, each player, one at a time. It sucks. And I get sick of watching it. Okay, you know what else football can do?
What's that, Mike?
You know how they talk about the injuries and the head injuries and the CTE and I've said this before, but nobody listened to me, and it pisses me off. Bubble wrap helmets. Okay, have you ever gotten a package that was packed in bubble wrap and have anything wrong with it? No, never. The brain is the same thing. You wrap those tiny little pea brains these football players have in bubble wrap. I don't care if it goes over the helmet or under the helmet. Bubble wrap. You'll have so many fewer concussions and so much less brain damage with fucking bubble wrap on your helmet. And I don't care. Look, if it looks stupid, I don't care.
Wow.
You got to save the brains of these players and not have them afflicted by that. I'm telling you, the answer is bubble wrap. Am I wrong?
No, that was good. Yeah.
Now, was a couple more sports.
Really?
Well, you know that.
Yeah.
What sports have we not talked about there, Smith?
Well, soccer.
No. That's not a sport.
Hockey.
Hockey.
Yeah.
All right, hockey has some of the same problems that soccer has. Not enough scoring. I have a very simple solution to that.
Really?
Yeah. You poke the eyes out of the refs. No. You want more scoring in hockey? It's so simple. I don't know why they haven't tried this. I hope they do. 2 pucks. 2 pucks. They drop the pucks at both ends of the ice at the same time, and everybody goes crazy. There's goals at this side, goals at this side. They're shooting around. 2 pucks. It's like one of them pinball machines just got 2 balls. A lot of action. And guess what? Scoring, instead of being 3-1 and 4-3, it's going to be 12-10, in these hockey games with all the goals. It's the answer. That's the only problem with hockey.
That sounds like fun. Would one be red and one be blue or something like that?
Yeah, sure. You could even have one that's worth 1 point and one that's worth 2 or whatever you want to do. In a penalty situation, you can make the blue puck worth 2 points. You know what I mean? It's like, it's beautiful. But no one's going to give me any credit for it because I'm not sure a lot of NHL people watch this podcast.
You'd be surprised, Mike.
And finally, basketball. It's so tough to watch the NBA. And then you get to the end of the game, and it's a foul shooting. It's a free throw. Foul. You got a foul. You only have 15 seconds left. We're going to foul this guy, foul him, free throws, free throw. Is there anything more boring in basketball than free throws? Here's my answer to that. The end of the game, which the last minute or so becomes a joke, unwatchable. The last minute takes 5 minutes of TV time because of free throws and stoppages. The answer to that is, Smitty.
Yeah?
The 4-point shot.
Oh, there it is.
You're down 3. Instead of fouling and getting desperate and acting like an asshole, you can shoot from half court, and if you make it, it's 4 points.
Yeah.
And then the close games can be decided that way instead of with this free throw bullshit. So there's my solutions to all the sports problems.
I thought that was pretty good there, Mike.
Well, I'm nothing if not brilliant. So, in fact, there's one way that I like to show people just how much I know about just general things that are unimportant. And one of them is, that I have a photographic memory when it comes to commercial jingles.
Well, you're like the smartest guy in the world. I heard you say that one time.
Smartest man alive.
And I remember.
Not ever. I mean, there was Leonardo da Vinci.
I remember, though, you were like digging out these jingles from the 50s and 60s. And you knew them, every single word of every single one.
I know. I mean, try me on any of them. I don't care what. If it's Pepsi, if it's Budweiser, if it's Coca-Cola, if some breakfast cereal.
One of the ones you used to talk about a lot that you bragged about was knowing the complete lyrics to the Rice Krispies jingle from, I think it was 1960 or something.
You want to end the show on this?
You ready?
I'm ready. Which one is it?
As Johnny Carson would say, I just happen to have it right here.
Which one? Snap. What a happy sound. Snap is the happiest sound I've found. You can clap, rap, crap, snap, and snap. Makes the world go round. Snap, crackle. Rice Krispies. I say it's crackle, the crispy sound. You gotta have crackle or the clock's not wound. Buck, bets, peekle, crackle, snap, crackle. Makes the world go round. But what about pop? You need pop. I insist that pop's the sound. The best is missed unless pop's around. You can't stop hopping when the cereal's popping. Pop makes the world go round. Snap, crackle, pop, Rice Krispies. Hey!
Let's go for Kellogg's Rice Krispies. Snap, it's crackle.
See, now they sing together.
Yeah. So, how do you remember these things?
I love cereal.
Did you used to read the box? Or?
Well, you know what? I used to eat a lot of boxes of cereal. In fact, I'm a cereal killer from way back. What are your favorite cereals?
I used to like Raisin Bran.
Nah, that's boring.
I liked it. I liked grape nuts.
Yeah, well, that's the official disease of Napa Valley.
I liked.
Did you know that?
Yeah, now I do. I liked.
Where's the sugar? You don't like Sugar Pops?
Well, I was never a big fan of that.
Frosted Flakes?
I did like Apple Jacks.
New Kellogg's Apple Jacks. Apple good for breakfast or snacks. Cinnamon. I know every cereal jingle. Go ahead, ask me another one.
All right, how about...
Oh, the pops are sweeter and the taste is new. They're shot with sugar through and through. Kellogg's Sugar Corn Pops. Sugar Pops are tops.
How's that?
I got to get out of here.
Okay.
I'm hungry.
That's it?
Bill Smith, everybody.
Is this the end of
Well,
the
we
show?
got a song for you from Joe and Jerry, as we always do.
Yeah, I was going to ask, are you going to do that?
It's kind of gay, but we can do it anyway. You ready? You ready?
Go ahead, Mike.
You want to be the guy or the girl?
I'll be the guy, Joe.
Don't go breaking my heart.
I couldn't if I tried, Joe.
Oh, honey, when I get restless.
Baby, you're not that kind.
Don't go breaking my heart.
You take the weight off of me.
Oh, honey, when you knocked on my door.
You were taking a pee.
Oh, oh. Nobody knows it.
Nobody blows it.
When I was down.
I was your clown.
Ooh, punching the clown. Nobody knows it. Right from the start.
I cut you a fart. Oh, oh. I cut you a fart, Joe.
So don't go breaking my heart.
I won't go breaking your heart.
Don't go breaking my heart.
You're right, this song is kind of gay.
Kind of gay. Nobody told us.
'Cause nobody showed us.
And now it's up to us, babe.
Oh, I think we can fake it. So don't misunderstand me.
That's my line. You put the light in my life. Oh, you put the sparks to the flame.
And now you're my wife.
Oh, oh. Can you believe it?
When I was down, I was your clown. Oh, ooh.
Nobody knows it. Song sucks ass.
I get you a fart. I'm getting out of here. I got my own farts to take care of.